How are you guys doing? And welcome back to the XPA Gaming, and welcome back to Valiant Hearts: The Great War. I'm recording this right after the first part because I truly love this game, and I really want you guys to enjoy this. So, as you know, we left off with Freddy going into the Battle of the Mont, where he finds the Baron's forces. So let's go there, but first let's take a look at the facts. Americans in the French army. 128 Americans enrolled in the French army from the start of the conflict, mostly in Paris, including the poet Alan Seeger. The majority joined the Foreign Legion and took part in the Battle of Marne. Others joined the Air Force, which later became the Lafayette Squadron. 24 Americans gave their lives for France, including Alan Seeger. The media attention they received in the United States played a decisive role in their own country's decision to join the war 3 years later. The Battle of Marne. Drawn up long before the war, the von Schlieffen Plan aimed at swiftly overrunning France via Belgium and northern France. After the August debacle on September 6th, French troops turned to face German troops in the decisive battle for the Marne and prevented the capture of Paris. The battle was the first time Franco-British forces managed to halt the Germans' advance and thwart the main German battle plan. The front retreated northward and stabilized in December, when trench warfare began in earnest. Machine guns. The Great War demonstrated the technical progress of the age, symbolized by the machine gun. World War I devices could now shoot up to 200 bullets before requiring cooling, and were perfectly integrated into infantry attacks. German machine guns' deployment in the front line gave them a vast superiority at the start of the conflict. Capture the flag. Flags were powerful symbols for each unit, and once captured became trophies. When overrun, soldiers took the time to hide or bury them before being taken prisoner. With the arrival of trench warfare, flag disappeared from the battlefield, and only made an appearance at military ceremonies away from the front. Those are a few facts. These are the items that we need to find. I will try my best to find them all, but if I miss one or two, please forgive me. I'm not that well versed, let's say. Let's take a quick gander at the three first. It's what looks like a belt buckle. It's circle and looks like a book. So those are the first three. Okay. There we go. Oh, there we go. New diary unlocked. Let's check out the diaries. August 12th, 1914. At last, I can't wait to get fighting. Maybe it'll ease some of the pain I feel inside. But August 20th, 1914. We spent yet another day walking. We heard cannon fire for the first time today. I don't want to have to kill. I must stop thinking about it and get some sleep. August 24th, 1914. That letter gave me such a fright. Poor Daddy. He's been wounded and taken prisoner by the Germans. I don't know if he's seriously injured and if he's being well taken care of. I've been told prisoners are allowed to receive letters. I shall write him tomorrow. Let's walk back for a bit and see if we missed one of the first things we need to pick up. I just want to... There we go. It was hidden. You need to watch out when playing this game. It has its goodies stashed, if you know what I mean. Let's cut this open. And let's grab a grenade. Oh, that sucks balls. Let's... Wait a minute, that thing's is shining. There's our second. Oh, I need to throw it a bit higher like that. We need to blow up the bridge, yes? Whoa there! It's a bitch to hit. Fuck! There we go. Got it. Let's see if I can distract them. Not going to battle him. I thought I saw something. So let's take a look at the first three pieces that we got. A French identification tag. Created in 1881 in the wake of the French defeat against the Prussians in 1870-1871. The French identification tag indicated a soldier's name and surname, the year of his conscription, his place of birth and ID number. Dog tags were used to identify corpses on the battlefield in an attempt to overcome the problem of soldiers missing in action and unidentified bodies. Gold button from a French uniform. The French Army's horizon blue great coat had gold buttons. The buttons, not to mention their distinctive red trousers, proved problematic on the battlefield, as they shone in the sun, making soldiers easy to spot by the enemy. HQ map. Soldiers did not have sat-nav to pick their way through the countryside. The only tools they had were a compass and a HQ map. Orienteering duties were the reserve of officers and non-commissioned officers. These are the last three items we need to find. Looks like ammo and 2 squares. I'll remember that. First, let's blow up that bridge. Well, those are hints where we don't want hints. We can figure this out on our own. I think everything's set. So let's blow the damn thing up. I don't know if this is going to work. No, I thought not. Let's grab it. There we go. Okay. We do need to watch out for that bullet though. Whoa! Oh. Not yet. Okay, we'll run back for a second. Let's see if I missed one of the pieces. Just want to make sure, guys. I want to tell a complete tale, not an incomplete tale, of course. But I don't think so, no. Oh, I did! Whew! Well, that was lucky. That was very, very, very lucky. Glad I went back. There's a machine gun up ahead, okay. No, yeah, let's wait our time, let's wait our time. Let's go right now! Wait a minute. Ooh, that wasn't what I wanted. Oh, we need to figure out a way to actually get rid of the guy. No, I keep hitting the ceiling. I thought maybe I could throw through the wall, but that's not happening. So that finished them off. Now we can get that. Oh, I do not need to get that piece again. Let's check. No, we do not. Great. When I saw that bell hanging, I immediately thought, well, I am going to use that, aren't I? Grab the last part. Great, okay. First, we'll go down. And I'll read you the last parts from the item list. German cartridges. German 7.92 mm mortar cartridges. The diameter of German machine gun ammunition was standard, whether used in light Maschinengewehren (MG) or heavy schwere Maschinengewehren (SMG). The same diameter was used for the standard German Army issue Kar 98K rifle. Only the C96 pistol used by officers was of smaller caliber, 7.63 mm. Embroidery. Household linen was precious, and it was often customized with embroidered initials. Contrary to received ideas, embroidery was not an exclusive female pursuit, and many POWs embroidered during captivity. So what people think of that embroidery is a female thing it's not true. Prisoners of war did it while in captivity. A letter from a German soldier. September 6th, 1914. My dear parents, I'm doing fine and the weather is good. I hope everyone is well in Bad Dürkheim. Our progress is swift. We shall soon be in Paris. What do you want to bring me back as a souvenir? Yours, Gunther. I'm gonna take that flag, boys.
Thanks to support from British forces, the German plan failed. The front line moved back to the north, and with the arrival of winter, froze. Soldiers holed up amid a vast labyrinth of trenches and tunnels that would become the indelible image of the Great War. Karl's regiment retreated to the outskirts of Neuve-Chapelle, the same camp where Emil was being held prisoner.
So pretty much what... The dog wants water. Okay. There are a few facts we need to go over, so let's first do that before we enter the game. 6 million prisoners of war. Between 1914 and 1918, over 6 million men were taken prisoner, including 1.2 million German and 200,000 British troops. Despite the 1907 Hague Convention and the efforts of the International Red Cross, prison conditions and forced labor proved harsh for conscripts, and hundreds of thousands never made it home. Letters remained the only real means of communication with the outside world. Radios and telephones were only used for military ends. All soldiers wrote to their loved ones back home. As the war correspondence was free of charge, this created logistical and financial problems. 10 billion letters and postcards were sent to and from the front during the war. The early war postal system was chaotic, but then the front was then separated into sectors, each with its own postcode. The visit from the military postmaster was eagerly awaited. The Battle of Neuve Chapelle. March 10th, 1915, British shells literally rained down on German forces. For the first time, the technique creeping barrage was used. A barrage where the fire of all units target the same position over a period of time. For a period, before advancing one line at a time. The infantry's advance was synchronized at a safe distance behind this barrage, so the German lines could then be overrun. That day, 530 cannons fired over 216,000 shells. That is to say, one shell per weapon every 2 minutes. The Garwal rifles. In the early 20th century, Great Britain and France governed huge colonial empires and put them to use during the war. Indian troops were deployed by Britain in the Middle East, as well as on the European front, and made an important contribution to the war effort. Many victories were achieved thanks to their bravery and discipline in combat. A monument commemorating their sacrifice stands in Neuve Chapelle, France. Trench life was difficult. Soldiers were confronted with cold, rain and mud. Dirty water meant that diseases such as dysentery, typhus and cholera flourished. The depth of the mud also presented dangers, and soldiers sometimes drowned in shell holes or in tunnels leading to the trenches. Trench fortifications required the use of explosives. To penetrate enemy lines, long tunnels were dug under no man's land beneath enemy trenches, inside which explosives were placed. The English used cordite, a powerful explosive that could be detonated at a distance. Let's see what we have here. We have a piece of paper, something that looks like a hook and a cross. Those are our first 3 items. Let's see if we can find any of that. Well, that's the first one. The Wurst House. Yeah, it's typical German in it. It's kind of stereotypical.
Dearest Papa, we live in a climate of uncertainty. Germans use the people of Saint-Mihiel as human shields against the French bombings. I hope the Germans treat you well, and that your wound has healed. Your grandson sent you kisses. I sent you a picture of him. All my love. Please write soon.
Adieu, love.
That's not usually the sound I am. There we go. And then fire. And then I'm the doggy.
Merci.
The power of a spoon, boys.
Schnupper Maskalga. Schwander nicht uns der Wunderknochen.
We need a... Yeah, you know what, guys? I don't want to rush this game. I do not want to rush this. So, I'm going to leave it here for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. There's a small chance I may need to do this part again in the next video, but it was a small part and we know what to do. And that time I will not bore you again with the whole citing of the facts. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, click on the like button, subscribe to our channel, let me know what you think of the game, and as always, we'll see y'all on the flip side. Take care, everybody.